going over all of the truth bombs that Bell's Hells revealed during Campaign 3, Episode 79. So, spoilers for that episode, obviously. But I just kind of wanted to round all these up for everybody to check out. So, first and foremost, we have FCG. So, FCG had 4 truths that they revealed. First was that they prefer to eat silver more than copper. Mind blower, I know. But second, they said that they sometimes pity everyone else in Bell's Hells because they have beating hearts and opportunities and they don't do enough with them. Third, they said that deep down they actually feel really good whenever they hurt or kill something, and that it actually helps them relax and relieve their stress. And finally, FCG revealed that they're worried that they might have put all their eggs in one basket with the Changebringer, and that they hope she doesn't betray them all. Next up, we've got Imagin, who also revealed 4 different truths. First being that she is genuinely scared to meet her mom again. The second being that she deeply loves Ladna, but she has to admit she is disgusted by the fact that Delilah is always right there behind the screen, watching everything they do. Third, she knows that she's supposed to save the gods, but her entire life she's spent talking to them, praying to them, and has never gotten a response, as if she was tainted. So now she doesn't know if she wants to save gods that don't love her. And finally, she tells Fern that she is really disappointed in her from running away from her power and thinks that she needs to take the shard. Oram's truths were that he is super lonely all of the time, especially at night, even when he's bunking with somebody else from Bell's Hells. Also, he laughs it off, but he also is worried that Chetney actually is his dad. And finally, he really misses Dorian, and sometimes he thinks that's okay, and sometimes he doesn't. Next up is Fern, and the first truth that she shares is that she feels they are very ill-equipped for this job of saving the world, and she's worried that they're going to fail. And the second truth that she reveals is that she does stuff to Bell's Hells while they are sleeping. She often watches them and sometimes touches them, like braids their hair and stuff. Nothing bad. Next up is Ladna, and she reveals that she wants Fern to have the shard, but deep down inside, both Delilah and she want it as well. And that she doesn't know what are her feelings, desires, and opinions, and what are Delilah's anymore. She also says that sometimes she fantasizes about just pulling the ripcord and abandoning trying to save the world. Next up, we've got Ashton, who reveals that they are the reason that the Gianna Hexam robbery went sideways, and it's their own fault that they got tossed out of that window, and they feel as if they deserve to have been left by the nobodies. Also, they reveal that anytime it's too quiet, they start worrying that one of us, in fact, most of us are going to end up killing another one of them accidentally, and that they have panicked thinking about what happens when one of the group kills another member of the group. And finally, Ashton admits that they feel worse about messing up Fern's life with the whole shard debacle than they do about their own life, and that they wish they would have died instead of causing Fern that stress. And last but certainly not least, we have Chetney, whose truths begin a bit shallow but then get very deep. So to begin, he just says that wood is better than metal. That's a personal truth. But then Chetney reveals that he fears there's a dwindling interest in wood, and soon children will stop finding wooden toys enjoyable and they'll be obsolete, and therefore he will be obsolete. And he just has this feeling that he is becoming more obsolete with each passing year growing older. But then finally, Chetney reveals that he grew up in the Bramblewood outside of Westerin, and when he was a kid, after coming back home from learning to make toys, he discovered his entire family had left and abandoned him. All that they left behind were toys, and at the time, Everon the Rhyme Lord was running across the plains, and so he believes his family fled because of that. And so he is afraid of dragons because of this as well. And he reveals that he had 5 siblings: Alabaster, Pepper, Sugarplum, Hermie, and Chad. Chetney says that he was so mad when they left, he's never gone and looked for any of them, and now he thinks they're probably all dead. So he thinks that any family he has is just going to ultimately leave him, and that's why he never gets too attached to anyone. So that is all of the truths that were dropped. Some pretty big bombs in there. This was such a fantastic episode. But again, just wanted to consolidate all of these. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments.